So here's a quick creepy theory for you guys. This guy became a vampire and infected 2 people, but of course they didn't want to become vampires, so they locked themselves in their own rooms. What's up, Frostro Bros? Welcome back to the old Morrowind playthrough. We are currently still in Kogaroon. This actually may take a few more than 2 parts. Honestly, there's actually a lot more to do. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right area. I could be wrong and I could waste time. But hey, last time we tried going in here, we got our butt handed to us by an ascended sleeper. I learned my lesson. I'm just going to kill the clan fear and go on my way. That ascended sleeper was in a locked off room anyways. So yeah, I'm just going to check the rooms in here. I of course popped all my buffs so that way I can properly sneak, and as you can see, the clan here has absolutely no idea where I'm at. This is why I use stealth. This is why I constantly like to use stealth archery in Morrowind. Of course, Skyrim stealth archery is still pretty powerful, but I mean, look how long it took him to find me. He's already at like 1 or 2 hits. 1 hit. He's at 1 hit and he found where I was. Yeah, that's a little OP. Anyways, we're not going to check that room because that room is death. So we're just going to check this room right ahead of us. I think there might be an enemy in here, might not be. I'm just going to sneak through this dungeon in case, because if you don't sneak, enemies will detect you right away, and it's actually harder to sneak away from an enemy than it is to sneak past one. And of course we got a bone ward here. I don't really need to buff up because these guys are honestly kinda weak. All they do is like rain effects and then they charge you with their talons. But of course these guys have very low health and very low skills. So yeah, you kill them, they're just shrugging like, hey, what was I alive for anyways? And you can just take their soul gems for free basically. Anyways, it looks like this here's just a treasure room. Old Helvani dust helmet. Okay, that's nice. And of course there's some gold on this table. And this is one of these gold sigils. They're spread throughout the dungeon. As you can see, they're all gold. I could pick it all up and get a good like 200 gold total, but honestly that will just take way too long. Because if you try to pick up those sigils, you have to look over every individual septum. But anyways, we just went to the other side of the room basically and entered the other area. And as y'all can see, there's a flame astronaut in here, so I'm of course going to buff up so that way we can kill this flame astronaut pretty quickly. And yeah. Hope you all are enjoying your day so far. Hope you're all finding this video quite well. I will make more content in the future. Just you wait. Make sure to check out my shorts if you haven't already, and to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, if you're ever getting confused about where I'm at or what's going on, just check some of my previous videos, my previous parts that I made for the Morrowind playthrough. I have a whole playlist for my Morrowind playthrough and my shorts. I of course will make more playlists once I start getting other series out. I actually might put up a poll in the old Morrowind Reddit to basically ask and see what kind of series people would like to see next, you know, because I'm actually getting close to finishing the main quest line. I may do the DLCs, I may not, who knows. Maybe if I get enough likes and enough views, I could just continue the DLCs. And yeah, other than that, I may do like nature documentaries. I think the Kwama are actually quite interesting. So yeah, I think that would be cool. Anyways, we found the waterway. Of course, I just used no DC Unlock to open it up. And of course, this area is quite simple. It's just a bit of a sewer labyrinth, just like you would find in Vec. That actually begs a bit of an interesting question. Like, was this place originally like some sort of Vec Canton style location, way before it became a 6-house base, because these sewers are uncannily, they are exactly like a Vivek sewer. I guess it's Bethesda being lazy and reusing assets, but seriously. Anyways, we got a frost atronach up ahead. That's actually interesting. These guys are a little tougher than fire atronachs. Of course, they're not immune to fire. I could actually throw a fireball or two to actually kill this guy. But instead, I'm just going to do my usual buffing routine and kill him with my bow and arrow, because that usually works. And it looks like this guy is just going to run around in some circles. He's going to make it pretty easy to lower his health. And he's already pretty close to dead, but of course he's going to run into this tunnel. I'm going to try and kill him before he runs away. And of course he got out of reach. I'm just continue on my way. If he tries to chase me, I'll kill him. If not, whoever, maybe I'll lose him. We'll see. Of course all my stealth stuff wore off. So he may be tracking my current location, because that's actually a thing I've discovered recently can happen here. Of course, I'm trying to look around this corner using third-person camera. The other thing I just realized I could actually do, and oh, would you look at that? Look who's back. He's coming straight for us. Alright, guess it's time to pull out my bow and arrow. Time to give him a few shots in the head. He's trying to shoot some ice bolts at me, but of course I know how to duck and weave and break ankles, so his magic is no use. Alright, took him out, and oh, would you look at that, we got an ash slave up ahead. Alright, gonna just shoot at this guy. Like that right there was cool, y'all saw that, right? I just shot that bolt out of the air with my own arrow. That's actually something y'all can do. I think that's cool. So if someone's like shooting bolts at you, you can actually counteract the bolts by using your own bolts. One of the best ways you can do this is actually having an enchanted item that shoots projectiles. It only costs like 1 enchantment point or whatever, and you can just shoot projectiles whenever they shoot spells to stop the spell short. Anyways, we're just going to stab this ash slave now that we weakened him a good bit. Man, I love this ebony short sword. It does a lot of damage. Can't wait to get it enchanted with something at least, because you can actually enchant these bad boys and put a good barrel on them. And I would really like to get some sort of attack effect that increases my short blade skill or increases my strength or something to basically make a weapon that can just eviscerate enemies within close range. I think that would be real nice to have in my arsenal. But of course, we're just going to continue on our way here. There's another ash slave right here. I may just shoot him down. And of course, I know there's actually an ash ghoul on the other side of this corner. I know we're getting really close to the shadow shield. I just have to go through one last maze, and then yeah, after that I will basically get to the shadow shield, grab it, Obsidian intervention back to Margon, travel all the way back to Urshalaku, and present the wealth. But of course right now we have ourselves an ash slave to deal with. So I'm just going to have to shoot at him a few times until he dies. Of course he's going to lose aggro somewhat. Like he still is engaged with us, he just doesn't know how to path to us. So he's just going to be stuck here as I shoot him to death, which is nice. Of course there's another ash ghoul right over here. But I think we're not going to mess with him for one simple reason. Ash ghouls have a lot of health, and I'm trying to get places. So I'm just going to pop my cloaking stuff, and I'm just going to go. I'm not going to mess with this guy, I'm just going to sneak right on past. I'm going to use my stealth as, well, stealth. Not be detected. Let's go. And of course, as you can see, it actually works. he doesn't see us, he's not going to shoot at us. Of course, if I wasn't sneaking right now, he would immediately detect us and start spamming all sorts of nasty crap at us. Of course, we got ourselves a flame action knock up ahead. Not too big of a deal. These guys are honestly kind of weak. I'm of course going to drop up a save, just in case, you know, because they can deal some damage. They're just not very high health-wise. So yeah, I'm just going to shoot at him. Looks like he's going to try and shoot a fireball at us, but apparently it looks like I somehow got him stuck on geometry, just like that ash slave earlier. So he's just going to sit here and do karate moves as I shoot him to death. That's actually kind of funny. Anyways, looks like we got another level up ready. So I'm just going to meditate real quick. And would you look at that? I got a few things I can increase. I'm actually going to get a little bit of endurance in, because despite the fact that we aren't really getting much endurance-wise, we may want to actually start getting endurance up so we can at least somewhat get more health, at least later on down the line, because our health currently is not really the best for any build due to the fact that we are a Khajiit. We basically have ourselves a bit of a ninja build. I can run really fast, I can dodge attacks, I can sneak around completely undetected, I can elusify my targets, I can hit my targets with booby traps that completely disorient them. But if I get hit in the face with something too gnarly, it could spell the end of me. Anyways, I'm not sure if that door right there is the right area or if it's the way to Red Mountain, so I'm just going to go ahead real quick to double check this door right over here, because I think this door up ahead is actually where the shadow shield is. Of course, I'm just going to have to clear the enemies in the way, and are you kidding me? You hear that, right? He just walked right into the lava and he started taking damage. Okay, you know, let's just save and I'm just going to run through. He's probably going to shoot stuff at me, but honestly I'm not worried about him because he's probably going to die right as... Okay. Wow, these enemies are stupid as heck. Oh, looks like I'm getting shot at. Time to just walk into the lava and freaking die. Anyways, we have ourselves an ash ghoul up ahead. We may want to deal with him. And you know what? I'm going to take a bit of inspiration from that bone walker that I accidentally killed so easily. I'm just going to lure this bone walker over here. I'm going to shoot at him until he gets close enough to basically be like, oh, well, would you look at that? You're over here. Let me try to get to you. And now he's just slow walking, and I can just keep him in the lava by just shooting down at him to try and stun lock him. And he's dead. Love it. Of course, grabbing his stuff is going to be impossible, so I'm just going to move on ahead. And yeah, I'm going to basically try and run it past this one ash vampire, because there's an ash vampire here. These guys are very dangerous. When I say dangerous, I really mean dangerous. I think maybe the shadow shield is in a room over here. I'm just going to double check. And it looks like I got myself turned around. Okay, I guess it was in this door after all. Of course, we got the ash vampire lured over here. I can just break his ankles and run right on past. This shouldn't be the Red Mountain door. Let's see. Well, looks like that's gonna be it.